Ja, gute Musik. Ja.
כולם באו בשבילנו.
אבנים נגד השכחה.
זה אבני נגד.
Steine gegen das Vergessen.
Okay, ja. Aber uns sollte das dafür nehmen. זה שלט שלהן, אבנים נגד השכחה. זה מה שמאיר אמר.
So, ich möchte Sie ganz herzlich begrüßen im Namen der Initiative Stolpersteine Frankfurt. Die Steine für Gott und Adelheid Politzer sind nun verlegt. Und ich möchte ganz herzlich begrüßen die vielen Gäste und Nachkommen der Opfer aus Israel. Mama und Sigmar Zohar-Penster, Jiska und Itzhak Miller und Meir und Vered Zohar aus Israel.
It means stones against forgetting. That's very, very important.
Ich wollte jetzt gleich fragen, ob eine von Ihnen gleich sprechen möchte.
Would you like to say something?
Yeah.
First, I want to thank you all people who came here to be with us today.
Ich möchte allen danken, die hier sind, dass sie hierher gekommen sind.
Friends and people we don't even know, neighbors who live here, and the people of the Stolpersteine project, and of course Günther, who just went there, whom we met last night, and Mr. Hartmut Schmidt, who is doing the poesy.
Here. Hartmut? Over there.
He's on the phone. I'll repeat later.
Yeah.
I'll repeat later. And Andrea.
He's coming up.
Andrea, we just met. We didn't even meet her last night. We didn't know. Andrea, she sponsored these two stones. And I have to let you know that we hardly knew our grandfather and our aunt. Of course, we never met because our father managed to escape probably from this house. or the house that was here before the war. And he managed to escape. He never told us about that. So when we started inquiring who they were, we just found out that Kurt, our grandfather, married Emma, and they brought 4 children. Adelaide, she was the oldest, and Manfred, Moshe in Hebrew, was the second. Our father, Armin, Abraham, was the third, and Walter was the youngest. And they were living here, and they were very musical. Ask me how I know. I knew my father. He used to sing all the time. He used to whistle. And when I started inquiring about his brothers, I found out that all people remember from them was that they were very musical. So that's how I know. The house was probably full of music. Emma, our grandmother, died very young, in 1930. And she left the father, our grandfather, with 4 children, very young children. So, what could our grandfather do? He sent our father and his younger brother Walter to the orphanage, which was not far away, on Wederberg Weg. Okay, Waisenhaus, you say?
Yeah.
Waisenhaus. And they were there, I don't know for how long. I have to tell you again, my father never told us anything. Not about his father and not about his sister. And now I want just to review. Yeah.
Ja, Tamar sagt, es war so, dass ihr Vater eben verheiratet war. Es war eine glückliche Ehe. Er war verheiratet mit Emma Elka Adler. Ja. Und sie hatten 4 Kinder. Die erste war eine Tochter, Adelheid, die ein Opfer geworden ist. Und dann gab es noch 3 Söhne. Und einer davon, Armin Abraham, war Vater von
Tamar and my sister
Tamar
is here
und
too.
Geschwister Iska. Ja. Und ihr Vater konnte nie darüber sprechen.
Now, when things got worse, you know, after 1933 and then 1935 Nuremberg laws and everything, I know that my father and his brothers asked my aunt to get out, but she couldn't leave him, and they didn't have enough money to pay all the expenses, and they just stayed here. And she said, "I'm not leaving my daddy," and she stayed with him until they were deported.
Sie haben die Adelheid gefragt, Mensch, komm doch auch nach Palästina, komm in die Freiheit. Und sie sagte, nein, ich kann meinen Vater nicht verlassen. Es ist mir unmöglich, ich kann ihn nicht alleine lassen.
It took us 70 years to find out what happened to them. On November 1941, how they were marched to the train at the marketplace, not too far away from here. Yeah, in this direction, yeah.
Großmarkthalle.
Watched by indifferent people. Some of them were even happy to see them humiliated. How they were deported on the transport to Riga, but at last moment diverted to Kaunas. How they were murdered in cold-blooded 3 days later, on November 25, 1941. I want to, if you allow me, just to talk to our grandfather and aunt. and tell them that we stand here today on behalf of our entire family in Israel and United States, almost 100 members of 4 generations. And we came here after almost 70 years to tell you, and who else is here, to tell you that we didn't forget and we will never forget. And I want to tell you one more thing. Until I stand here, I didn't realize how important this project is. At last, I can see their names somewhere. And in front of the house is something I can't even tell you how I feel. I think you know.
Wir haben dich nicht vergessen und wir werden euch nie vergessen. So eines muss ich sagen, ich hätte nie gedacht, wie bewegend, wie wichtig das ist, Steine zu haben vor dem Haus, vor dem Platz, wo sie einstmals gewohnt haben. Was das mit meinem Herzen macht, so hat sie das gesagt. Und sie ist uns sehr dankbar. Und wir sind ihr auch sehr dankbar. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now I asked my brother-in-law to say one of a psalm, and then Kaddish.
Oh, yes.
שיר למעלות, אשא עיני להרים, מאין יבוא עזרי. עזרי מעם אדוני, עושה שמיים בארץ. אל יתן למות רגליך, אל ינום שוכבך. הנה לא ינום ולא יישן, שומר ישראל. אדוני שומרך, אדוני צילך, על יד ימינך. יומם השמש לא יככה, וירח בלילה. אדוני ישמורך מכל רע, ישמור את נפשך. אדוני ישמור צאתך ובואך מעתה ועד עולם. גדל ויתקדש שמי רבה. ועל מה דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, וחייכונו וימלכונו וחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהא שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי וקודשה בריחו. העלה מכל ברכתה ושירתה ותשבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יש למה רבה משמעיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. יעשה שלום ירומיו ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן.
If Rabbi Steinman would be here, was with us today, he would say, in remembrance of those who are not with us anymore, they shall now belong to us again after they had once been chased away from here. We will now join hands and build a circle around these stones in order to take their souls in our midst, which once existed here. From now on they shall be in our midst. As they were before, they have been forced to start their life of suffering. We are mourning for them and for the loss which we have caused to ourselves by their exclusion and then by forgetting.